Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to wish you a happy solstice tomorrow. It is very important. It is so much is changing right now. It is a great shift of energy, so much that we've been waiting for, getting ready for, are about to unfold. For it's really a turning point, a return. In the I Ching, the great book of wisdom that I recommend, an ancestral Chinese book of wisdom, the book of change, of transformation. There is a 64 hexagram that goes through the whole cycle of nature and human behavior. And the time of the solstice is the time of the return. The passes are closed. The merchant and the strangers do not travel through the country. The sovereign, the Lord, does not go into visiting the provinces. So it is very much, it comes and goes without error. On the seventh day comes the return. And so it is important to be very relaxed and not to travel during this. Well, I'm going to have to travel, but not tomorrow for sure. So it is really the solstice. And and there is a lot of energies that the celestial beings have been holding back from their coming into us, into the planet, into this receptive vessel, just to liberate it at the time of the solstice. So you can do this meditation. I recommend you do this meditation for 4 days at 22:22. But around midnight is also to be in a receptive mode and to be the whole day, today, tomorrow, the next day, as much as possible, to be in a receptive mode, for there will be great change that will be coming. For we've been living in a world of unconsciousness and limitation. We were forced to adopt those things, but now we have to return to understanding of that our full I am, truth and presence, the presence of God within. We are the creator, and all that we see is our creation. We have to own the reality, regardless of what it looks like. So we can change it once we own something, when it belongs to us, once it's connected to us, then we can change it. As long as we believe we're separated from something, then we feel disempowered in relationship to the change. So realize you are the creator of the universe. You are omnicentric already, but you are the creator of the creation. So we're returning to the sense of power. Also tomorrow there will be a great test for the whole of humanity to see, would they be ready for full extraterrestrial open contact in 2023? Because there are billions of ships in the extraterrestrial civilization, very advanced and loving beings they do want to come in. It takes a lot of willpower and restraint for them to not come in, because they know the time is getting short, it's getting close for them to come. They're not going to come to save us, so they're just going to come to greet us, to say, hey, we're here and we can assist. So it is all coming, and tomorrow will be a great deal of energy that will be coming down. For we are already the presence of the I am, the great I am. For it's like this, what I am. I recognize the name of God, but we all have different words or symbols or keys that can connect us to this divine presence. For me, it's the I am, but. As we become more expanded in our consciousness, we become interdimensional. We learn we can travel into other dimensions. Like when you dream, you exist in another dimension. We exist in another dimension, then we return with a story that has been broadcast. But in truth, we already have a presence in all dimensions of the creator universe, local universe, maybe not multiverse, but at least in this universe. This universe is very vast. There are millions of inhabited planets and so on, and each dimension is a parallel universe. It's like, and we already exist in all those dimensions. So as we move into our ascension, we'll become multi-dimensional. We'll be able to move from dimension to dimension, but we'll hold the frequency of many dimensions at once. We'll have like antennas in many dimensions, or like screens that will be able to follow all kinds of stories all at once as our consciousness expands. And eventually our destiny is to become omnicentric, to become one with the creator, to become omnidimensional, to become one with Allah, the one that is all. I know, I'm looking forward to it. It's like, it's such a wonderful. Yet what we're down here, it's very important to know what's important, so that the beings that are really close and important to you do not get lost in the infinity of your being once you get into this ascended perspective. So it is important to take care of business while we're here, but we're already present in all those words. So find your reminder, remind yourself of your divine origin. It's the point of departure. It's like the origin is the returning point to that infinity of the creator. And so I'm just offering my own takes into that, but there is great truth in understanding that we are an extension of the source. But and when we become aware of something like our consciousness, our third eye, our consciousness open up to a dimension or reality on another plane, it's like we become aware there. But we already are there. We were not aware of that. For the great I am, our presence, our multidimensional presence, is way beyond our present consciousness. But we have to accept it through our faith that we are already multidimensional, omnidimensional. And so find your cosmic key, and remind yourself, I am the truth of God. I am the life of God. I am the truth of God. I am the life of God. I am the truth and the life of God. That is what we will awaken for. Within all ourselves, there is this need for awakening. For the divine already sees all that is going on, and it was confirmed by the karmic boards and the planetary councils that all the dark souls that are committing great crimes against humanity will not be able to get away with it this time. The divine will see to it that they harvest the rewards of their creation, for there are very dark things that are going on, but it is to awaken humanity. Now the last thing they came up with is like we have to eat cats and dogs to replace them with snakes. It's completely insane. Many people love their animals, and cats and dogs are gifts from God. They're divine beings, so companionship, the unconditional love. And so they will not be able to put that in place, but it's to awaken people to the power. They have to say no to all those insanity, this inhumane aspect of certain groups. And so, but God will take care of it. Be light in your judgment, because like Matthew said in the gospel, it's like you will be judged by the judgment you are judging with. You will be measured by the measure you are measuring with. So be light, be merciful, for there will be fairness. For God is infinitely knowledgeable and has created beings that are completely qualified to only arbiter or judge a situation if you are called to do it. But if you are called to do it, you are serving by compassion the resolution of a situation. Otherwise, if your judgment comes from lucidity, then you are assisting the universe. If it comes from ignorance, then you're not assisting the universe, and there will be karmic retribution. And if you don't know if you're lucid or not, do not judge at all. But there will be definitely a separation of timeline, and we're going to soon be free from all kinds of groups that have been parasiting the planet. For divine justice is inevitable. But God chooses not to interfere in certain process, so He allows the free will of all beings to self-determine. For God is the only true eternal power, and there is nothing beyond God, and it's self-awareness is complete. It's like it's the infinite perfection, infinite will, infinite power. So if He chooses to act upon any situation, no being in the universe can oppose that will of God. That is why on the ascended plane, everybody always chooses to stay within the love and the light and the compassion and the respect and the grace. It is graceful. We're developing this graceful character. And so all of that is coming together. But just be ready for change. You will see great changes on the outside, yet understanding the most important change is your inner change, your empowerment, your connection to the source that will increase. As the I am present, slowly but surely, we call on this beautiful being, the spirit being, to become one with us as much as possible, as soon as possible. For the great spirit of God is infinitely patient as well, so He knows that only when it is the right time, and it is the will of God that makes things change. It is not the will of man. Is only often we end up frustrated because we can sit back and relax and allow the show to unfold. But there will be great change coming up, and I hope you enjoy this solstice. I'm going to finish with a song. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I hope you stay relaxed, stay light, find joy, just as much as possible share. There's going to be a lot of great sharing and a great celebration and partying and a lot of lightness coming in the future. Once the inner work is done, the door of freedom will open up, and the abundance, the joy, and we'll be able to share more of that. Well, I'm finished with a song that I took a bit like random, but there is no accident in the universe. As Einstein used to say, God does not play dice with the universe. And this song that I pulled out at random was like, it's about coming back home. It's about finding this way back home. It's called I'll Find My Way Home. From John and Vangelis. Goes like this. You ask me where to begin. Am I so lost in my sin? You ask me where did I fall? I say I can't tell you when. But if my spirit is lost, how will I find what is near? Don't question, I'm not alone. Somehow I'll find my way home. My sun shall rise in the east, so shall my heart be at peace. And if you're asking me when, I'll say it starts at the end. You know your will to be free is matched with love secretly, and talk will alter your prayer. Somehow you find you are there. Your friend is close by your side and speaks in far ancient tongue. A season's wish will come true. All seasons begin with you. One world we all come from. One world will melt into one. Just hold my hand and we're there. Somehow we're going somewhere. Somehow we're going somewhere. You ask me where to begin. Am I so lost in my sin? You ask me where did I fall? I'll say I can't tell you when. But if my spirit is strong, I know it can't be long. No question, I'm not alone. Somehow I'll find my way home. Somehow I'll find my way home. Somehow I'll find my way home. So let us be home. For there is always the presence of God. That's always there. But we have the company of angels and spirit guides and friends. They're family to us. So just become more and more aware and call on them. They will assist you in realizing your own God, self, and presence. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day. I send blessings and love and joy. And I hope those holidays will bring you a wonderful, wonderful gift of freedom and abundance and health and all the good things of life. Thank you very much. Namaste.